Geekhouse fly this! Geekhouse! Geekhouse fly this! Geekhouse! Geekhouse fly this! Geekhouse! Geekhouse fly this!
Epic fail. The wacky world of MultimediaJay.
Let's try to pretend that never happened. Yeah, right, that never works. So, where were we? I've been spending a lot of time lately just working, sleeping, and playing ESO. Darn it, I even got a dust for crying out loud. Yeah, so I'm trying to actually do some stuff besides gaming videos and podcasts, so the only way that we can proceed with what needs to be done, and you hear the fans and air conditioning going because it's summertime, I'm not just doing this because it's too hot to do anything with this snazzy new microphone setup. Check it out, a real microphone stand. So no more, no more default, no more stock stand for the Blue Yeti. It's about time I finally got into this decade or whatever with my setup. Actually, I first got the Yeti earlier in the decade, but it's about time I got a real stand for this darn thing. So, yeah, if you heard the difference in the podcasts very recently over the last, say, couple of weeks, that's why I upgraded to that. This also lets me, of course, lean this out over, if I lean back in the chair to play some games, do some gaming videos without having to hunch forward over a stock Yeti stand, which is a huge boon when playing games that run off of keyboards and mice, as opposed to controllers. Alright, back to the project area, which has become a real logjam with stuff I have to get done. Yeah, you know it's bad when the Delosaurus gets buried. Although this is my fault. I mean, air conditioner season is here again. Got the fan going, circulating the cool air all around the geek house. And everything that was on top of the air conditioner, because I couldn't find a home for it elsewhere, or didn't find a home for it elsewhere in this big thing, is now on top of the desk, cluttering everything up, and I don't even want the Delosaurus to be over here anymore. I want that computer back in my main setup, where I can easily flip over to it by changing the source on the AV receiver or something. And of course, the plants have sprouted as well. So, yeah, this looks a little weird. Let's turn off the plant light, even though it is the 16 hours on, 8 hours off with this, and take a look at how the salvias are doing. Well, the salvias sprouted, if that counts for anything. I don't know how much further they're going to get, though, because we've got one here, we got this one here, that looks really nice. That one actually is getting some leaves to it, but the other ones aren't doing so well. And I think some of it, of course, has to do with planting them too close together in a container. So it is kind of going to get like Game of Thrones or whatever, as these plants develop some roots and stuff, and, well, only the strongest will survive, which so far is looking like that one. But I don't know really how far these things are going to get, because salvias are actually full sun plants, so under a plant light like this, hey, purple! So, ooh, that's trippy. Okay, never mind. So under a plant light, the camera just can't handle the plant light properly. But under a plant light like this, I don't know if this thing's giving off enough light. Woo! Oh yeah, this works. I don't know if the plant light gives off enough light for the salvias to really be able to thrive, or if I should switch to a full shade plant. I still have the seeds for the lupines, and I don't want to waste those seeds, so I'm probably going to plant some lupines in areas where the soil is free and there isn't anything currently in it, and we'll see how those do. Kind of have like a little ecosystem or law of the jungle going on in this flower pot, when in reality, I think I should just call it law of the flower pot instead. And of course, whenever these start looking better, then they'll either become houseplants or get transplanted outside. But hey, at least I got something to sprout. It's not like, say, grade school plant a bean in a cup full of dirt and then see which of the kids can't be patient enough to actually watch these things sprout and stuff. Unfortunately, from a Geekhouse 5S perspective, this setup with the Sterilite drawers has not worked out. The whole thing's leaning forward. It's not as stable as it could be. And the big thing is, I was like, hey, I'm going to have clear drawers so I can see what's inside all of them. But guess what? You can only see the stuff that's in the very, very front. So it just looks ugly. I'd be better off having something else in here that's actually will look nice and clean when you close it or close the drawers or close the doors or what have you. So a lot of stuff to figure out this summer. Now, I'm not in great shape money-wise either, so I can't go spending a lot right now. But I think I can still do better than this. I think what this speaks to in terms of my current problems with clutter is something that I think about a lot when it comes to 5S. Because a lot of times I see people talk about 5S type stuff, and the fifth S, sustain, is turned into the last S, or an imperative. Basically the idea is, oh yeah, we did all these changes, now we have to sustain it. And then you get some managers thumping clipboards at each other, auditing and doing all kinds of other stuff. I like to think of the 5S thing more as the fifth S for sustain reflects on the others. So in this case with all the clutter, which shouldn't be here, if you have a situation where you have trouble sustaining your setup, it means your setup wasn't good enough in the first place. You didn't clear out enough of the stuff you didn't need, you didn't make homes for everything, and so that's why you have something like this clutter situation that I have here. Is that, yeah, the original idea with the bags and everything and the transparent drawers was to give everything homes inside bags, inside various drawers and stuff. But I gotta hit the books on what I want to spend money on, because I don't have a lot of money to spend right now, but I do think I can do better than whatever you want to call this. This was an interesting curiosity, but in terms of practicality, it doesn't pan out. Not unless I stop using plastic bags. I also have my label maker too, so I can label all the drawers up as to what goes where, what belongs in what. Also, I can buy stuff that goes in the drawers to subdivide them. That's another thing, little organizers or tool holders or something from the hardware store, so I can subdivide drawers that aren't transparent and give everything a home. It's all a matter of space and how you use it, making sure everything's always where it belongs, as opposed to this. In the meantime, as air conditioner season has kicked off, I've been checking out these Lasco wind machines that make their way into Walmart every summer. They're basically kind of like the patent fans that I use in terms of the big circular fan that can spin up or down, but they're way, way lighter. Obviously because we're talking plastic piece of junk, but hey, it's a fan. Keep it clean, and maybe a plastic piece of junk can actually be a little bit more than a piece of junk. Okay, yeah, I'm stretching for things to talk about here. Now you folks know a key reason why I haven't been making videos of this type. Oh boy. So in any event, as you can tell from the lack of runtime, this is why I've been shying away from making videos like this. Don't really have a lot of content at this point that wouldn't be basically making videos about daily minutia like cleaning the house or reorganizing things. But Geekhouse 5S is still quite relevant, but I think the next thing I need to do is dig out the Delosaurus to get it out of this setup. So that way there isn't always a permanent computer over here, because with what I have in mind and the stuff I want to make videos about, there should not be a computer over here at all. Kilowatt, power strip, a hookup for a computer, yes, but not a permanent computer. So, time to start the dreary chores of getting this all cleaned up. Assuming I don't just cave and play ESO a lot, because ESO Elsewhere just came out. So, been playing through it, playing catch-up in that game, and basically not playing anything else. Free time comes at a premium these days, as is fun money and stuff. Alright, well, that's going to be it for now. Short, yes, but like I said, there hasn't really been much for content and inspiration lately with these kinds of videos. So, but at least I've got something on the map to start off the month of July. Till next time, this is MultimediaJay, signing off. Thanks for stopping by.